day 14 of me baking out of my great grandma's cookbook. Okay, today is the long-awaited day. I am making rhubarb torte, which really is just long-awaited for me and my family. This is one of the recipes in the book that my entire family raves about. But my dad has said that nobody has been able to recreate the recipe the same way that my grandma has made it. And not gonna lie, I feel a lot of pressure to be able to recreate it, especially because this is like a pie. And I am the designated pie maker at my family's Thanksgiving every year, and I have been since I started to love baking, which I don't know, I probably was like 14, 15 when I started baking pies, and so it's been a long time coming. So I really just hope that I can do the rhubarb torte justice. But without further ado, we won't know until we try, so let's do it. The first thing we have to do is make our pie crust. So it says 2 teaspoons of sugar, 2 cups of flour, and then some butter. By the way, I may say every single time that I don't know what to do with the butter, but guess what? For the first time in history, I know what to do with the butter. And the reason I know that is because I've made pie before. So, tip number 1. If you are using butter for your pie crust, make sure it's cold. Also, make sure everything is cold every step of the way. If you want a flaky crust, because if it's not cold, it's not going to cook right. I don't really know the science behind it. I just know that the more I keep my crust cold, the better it tastes. 2 cups of flour. So it says 1 cup of butter. And here it does not say cold butter, but that's what we're going to use. I think 1 cup is 2 sticks. It is. And you can do a butter like cutting it in, which I am still going to do. Right now, I'm just cutting it into smaller pieces because, fun fact, one time I was using like frozen butter to make pie crust, which you can do, but then I started using my mom's pastry cutter and I broke it because the butter was too frozen. We're going to use a knife to cut it up into smaller chunks, and then we're going to use a butter cutter. Alright. I don't have a butter cutter. I thought I did. I don't. So now we're going to mix up the butter into the flour. I, at this point, usually use my hands. So let me wash my hands, and then I just mix it up until it's like crumbly and fluffy, but normally I have water in here, so we'll see how it goes. Okay. Here is my thoughts. I've got the batter to be pretty flaky, and it kind of sticks together if I push it, but not all of it. So I think I can get it into like a little ball, but I might put in just a teensy bit of water. So I think I'm gonna add like that much water. Literally not very much at all, just enough to get it to stick together. Okay, and I think I've got it. I'm going to press our big old dough glob into the pan. Okay. My microphone died, so I had to charge it, but I got the pie crust flattened out, baked, and one tip number 2, before you, after you spread it out, but before you put it in the oven, put it in the freezer for a couple of minutes to make sure it gets cold again before you bake it. Then, I've been hard at work while that was baking. For the filling, it calls for 1 grated orange rind and 5 cups of rhubarb. So, you can't really see the orange because it's in the bottom, but I grated my orange rind, and then I've got a bunch of rhubarb in here. This rhubarb is actually really cool because this came from my grandma's house. She has a rhubarb plant. She has for the longest time, but I'm pretty sure she got this from my great grandma's house. She got a start and then planted it here in Utah, but it grew originally in Minnesota. So this is the family rhubarb or the family rhubarb torte. So extra special day. Also, I've been wanting to know what rhubarb tastes like. So I got a little piece and I was going to try it. And I looked it up. If you're supposed to skin it, you're not supposed to skin it. It's supposed to help keep the moisture in. So this is me trying rhubarb. Ugh. Ugh. It doesn't have a bad taste, but it's very sour. So we're going to have to balance it out with like just a lot of sugar. So we'll see. We'll see what we can do. And side note, I got all of the rhubarb cut up with this fancy knife that my dad made me. He made me this fancy chef knife for my kitchen. So very cool. Look at all these family things in this little video. Okay. So now let's do the filling. So we need to separate our egg yolks and our egg yolks and our egg whites. The egg yolks we're going to use for the pie. The egg whites we're going to make like a meringue topping. But for meringue specifically, you don't want any egg yolk at all. So it's very, very important you don't break the yolks into your egg white dish. Okay, 2 cups of sugar, 4 tablespoons of flour, a half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon, a little extra, salt, 1.5 cups of heavy cream. We mix it all together. Just mix all together and then pour over your crust. We have our rhubarb torte filling together. And now it says bake it for 45 minutes or until the custard is firm. So that's what we shall do. Okay, see you in 40. Okay, our pie is almost done baking. I'm going to attempt to make some meringue. Now, I've never made meringue without my mom. Every time I've made meringue, I make the filling and she makes meringue. And I help her pour in the sugar as we go. So this time I'm doing it on my own. I'm a big girl now. So let's see how it goes. So I've got our egg whites. And we mix them on high speed with a beater until peaks form, is what it says. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, we have like this fluff, which it says till stiff. That seems pretty stiff to me. And then it says just gradually add in our sugar. And after that's done, then we'll add in our salt and vanilla. So I need 6 tablespoons, and this is a half a tablespoon. So I'm going to do it a half at a time until we reach 6. Okay. I think this might be as meringue texture-wise as a skinny. Okay, I've mixed in my sugar and then a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And I fold that in slowly, it says. Whoa! Hang on. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. This is our meringue, by the way. Oh! So folding that in. It's kind of like a big marshmallow. So let's put the meringue over the top. Now the tip number whatever we're on, tip whatever, is make sure you put your meringue over a hot pie. It says it's going to create a seal. Bake that until the meringue is golden brown. Can you see how golden brown? I'm a pie maker. I'm a pie maker. Okay, let's look at it. I'll tilt it for you. Do you see this? Oh my gosh, it better taste delicious, because if not, we're scraping this meringue right off and eating it by itself. Because holy crud. If I didn't know and just burn my fingers right off, I would just like, you know. Oh, it looks like a toasted marshmallow. And it smells so good. I have to take a picture. Okay, hang on. I got me my piece of rhubarb torte. And again, if anything, I am just proud of this meringue, okay? Oh, it's gonna burn my mouth. I'm gonna try it anyway. I want a little bit of everything. I want the crust, I want the center, and I want the top. Before I try it, I was nervous because the rhubarb itself was pretty tart. So I'm hoping that everything within it evens out the flavors, but we're gonna see. Hey, that is so good. Let me try another bite. It kind of tastes like lemon meringue pie, but the texture is not lemon meringue pie because there's chunks of rhubarb in there. But it's like a lemony, like a sour. Maybe it's the orange, actually. Maybe it's the orange. But dang, I really like this. Okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the whole tray of rhubarb torte. But this is so good. Thank you so much for following along with me and watching me make the rhubarb torte, the famous rhubarb torte. I had a blast making it. This is my first baking video in a while. The first thing I've baked in a while, honestly, and it did not disappoint. So I hope this gets the ball rolling again, and I'm excited that you are following along. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.